Hi, so I wanted to make a few follow-up comments to the previous video I recorded for you, how feminism betrayed women. To give a little bit of, I guess, I'd like to qualify a little bit in regards to the difference, something of the difference between men and women. So consider this. I know. So one complaint a lot of guys have voiced, you've probably heard it or maybe said it even yourself at some occasion, is she's driving me out of my mind. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the mind, the male mind especially, is not really that big a place to live. It's a very rigid enclosure. The universe doesn't fit easily inside it. So just think how in nature, if you take any plant as an example, or a spider, that's a good example as well. We can go outside and say, oh, look, it's a spider. A particular variety of spider. We recognize the same variety here, there, and so on, or the same variety of plant. Because there's a general template, there's a general fixed order and structure that's common to all of the individuals, but each individual is different and exists in different circumstances and is adapting to its circumstances. So a spider is making its web in relation to its environment. This tree is here, that branch is there, that wall's there, etc. It doesn't have like a one-size-fits-all model, because that won't work. Similarly, plants, they're growing, but there might be a rock here or a wall. There's another plant there, and the roots are there, and the leaves are there, already taking the light. So it's growing in a particular way. So there's this yang or masculine element, which gives you the basic unchanging structure, template by which we can recognize this is a spider plant. Let's combine both examples. This is a spider plant, that's a spider plant, that's a spider plant, that's a spider plant. I try to scan to you, right? But each one's different. And that difference, you could say, that results from the individuality of each plant reacting to its specific circumstances. That flexibility, that ability to flow in the movement, to change, that's the feminine principle. That's the yin principle. So to be constant is the male principle. To change, to adapt is the female principle. And they both work together, and they're both distinct. So that's one little example of the distinction between masculine and feminine, and how valuable they both are together. And now in our own society, to show how our standards and our values and our ways of interacting and how we communicate and everything else are geared in favor of the male. Just like this, for instance. When a woman wants to express her emotions, how do men typically respond? They want to fix it. They also want to judge, because you're not going to fix something that's right. You're going to fix something that's wrong. So already there's this like fundamental, presumption that there's something wrong with a woman's emotions. And therefore we often hear, honey, you are being irrational. Come on, calm down. Get a grip, get a handle, control yourself. Certainly in the work environment, that kind of emoting is not desired, not encouraged, nor is it at home. So this just kind of affirms what I was saying in the previous video, how this is a fundamentally male paradigm, and the feminine is not encouraged, it's not given freedom, it's not acknowledged as being perfectly right in and of itself, but it's being compared to a male standard and it's being judged. It's something to be fixed, it's something to be changed. And I know many women that I've had as clients, as coachees in the past, have all expressed how they felt so suppressed and wrong to be the women they are, and was so relieved to enter a paradigm that actually accepts and celebrates and grants complete freedom for them to be the women they are, with that whole emotional side. So just consider that, how our society has developed to contain the threatening, unstable nature of the feminine, that the masculine is afraid, the immature, undeveloped, unaware masculine is afraid of feminine expression, and it has sought to contain it, to judge it, control it, condemn it, deny it, suppress it in so many ways. Therefore, we even have this kind of stereotypical response, and many women feel it because this is what they were born into, that there's something wrong with being emotional and being changeable, and I leave it to you to kind of, determine your own response to that, how you feel about women's emotions in that regard. And your responses to them, and whether you try to contain them, either because they're yours or because they're hers and you want to contain them like that. Like I say again, there's a lot of in-depth consideration and relating to the realities of the feminine nature. We don't need to do here. I just want to bring your attention to how it is and what's going on, and hope that you will feel inspired by this to look further into what I'm trying to share, and trying to do my bit to create a more open and free and balanced and happy and conscious world of men and women that we can all live in together. So thanks for being here and listening to this and thinking about it, and I very much look forward to lots more presentations with you, and to your feedback, and to really developing this whole discussion of recognizing and celebrating the differences between men and women. Okay, thanks a lot, and bye for now.